One day, people opened YouTube, typed Emma Chamberlain, and there was nothing new. No chaotic thumbnail. No, spilling my guts in the car. No, I had a breakdown at 3 a.m. Just the same last upload, sitting there for weeks, then months, and nobody knew why. To understand how weird that felt, you have to remember who Emma was to her audience in 2019 to 2020. She wasn't just a YouTuber you watch sometimes. She was the girl you checked on, the background noise when you cleaned your room, the person who made you feel less insane for overthinking everything. She posted constantly. She overshared. She edited like she'd swallowed caffeine and existential dread at the same time. Her consistency was part of the comfort. So when the uploads stopped, it felt wrong immediately. At first, people joked about it. Emma overslept her upload for 3 weeks straight. She's probably editing the most chaotic vlog of all time. But days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Her Instagram slowed down. No new videos, no explanation in the community tab, no, "Hey guys, I'm taking a break." Just silence. Fans started to worry. Reddit threads popped up. Is Emma okay? Did something happen with her contract? Is she burned out? Or is YouTube forcing her to be more brand friendly? Some people blame the industry, brand deals, management, pressure to be polished. Others pointed to the way she'd been talking in her last few videos. More tired, more reflective, more, "This is starting to feel weird." You could go back and watch her older uploads and see the shift, less raw chaos, more controlled, more pressure to get everything right. Then, after what felt like forever, she finally came back. No dramatic exposed video, no tearful meltdown. She sat down in that familiar Emma way and just told the truth. She talked about how YouTube, the thing that had once been her escape, had started to feel like a job she couldn't clock out of. How the pressure to keep topping herself, keep uploading, keep being Emma for millions of people was making her miserable. How she needed to disappear for a while to figure out if she actually loved any of it anymore. One line stuck with a lot of people. YouTube felt like a job instead of something I loved. Suddenly, the disappearance made sense. This wasn't some secret PR strategy or hidden scandal. It was a 19-year-old who'd built an empire out of her personality and then realized she'd accidentally turned her entire life into content. No off switch, no boundary, just constant performance. The reaction was different this time. Instead of being mad she left, a lot of people saw themselves in it. Burnout. The feeling that something you loved, school, art, a hobby, had turned into an obligation you resented. Other creators started opening up about their own breaks, their own mental health spirals, their own decision to step away when the numbers were still good. And that's why this hiatus confusion mattered. It started as fans refreshing a channel and spiraling over the silence. But it turned into something bigger, a visible, real-time example of what happens when the internet forgets there's a human behind the upload schedule. Emma didn't come back promising to grind harder. She came back trying to live differently. And in a strange way, that might have been the most relatable thing she ever did. But while she was taking time to figure out her relationship with YouTube, another controversy was brewing around her business ventures. Picture this. You're standing in the coffee aisle, half asleep, staring at two totally different worlds in front of you. The giant green mermaid you've seen your whole life, and this cute little bag with doodles all over it that says Chamberlain Coffee. One is a global empire, the other is a YouTuber's passion project. And the internet starts asking a brutally simple question. Is this really better or just better branding? When Emma Chamberlain launched Chamberlain Coffee, it made perfect sense. Coffee was her thing. It was practically a supporting character in her vlogs. So seeing her face attached to a brand of beans and matcha felt like the most natural evolution ever. The marketing was aesthetic, playful, almost childlike. cartoon animals, fun names, words like sustainable, ethical, better for the planet sprinkled everywhere. It felt like the anti-corporate coffee, your quirky friend's brand, not a boardroom's. But then the blogs and business sites started digging. Some coffee industry people looked at the claims and went, okay, but show us the receipts. They pointed out that big chains like Starbucks get dragged all the time for supply chain issues, ethics, and environmental impact. So if Chamberlain Coffee was going to sell itself as a friendlier alternative, it had to actually prove it. Words like greenwashing started popping up, not in a cancel her now way, but in a is this just vibes or is there real transparency here way. People wanted to know, where are the beans from? How are the farmers treated? What certifications are in place? Is this just another brand slapping ethical on the bag because it sounds good? Fans were caught in the middle. On one side, you had people saying, leave her alone, she's trying to do something better than the giant corporations. On the other side, you had coffee nerds and skeptics asking, if we're going to criticize Starbucks for everything, we can't just blindly trust a creator brand because the packaging is cute. The narrative became less about Emma as a person and more about the collision between influencer culture and real-world business ethics. It's one thing to say, I love coffee in a vlog. It's another thing to sell hundreds of thousands of bags while promising your product is kinder to the planet. Eventually, Chamberlain Coffee responded the way most growing brands do when this kind of pressure hits. They rolled out a more detailed ethical sourcing FAQ. They clarified how they work with suppliers. They leaned into talking about sustainability in a more specific way, not just a vibe. The drama didn't turn into a full firestorm. There was no mass boycott, no giant exposed thread that took them down. It was a small, contained wave of criticism that forced the brand to tighten up its messaging and be more transparent. But it mattered, because it showed where the bar is now for influencer brands. Cute packaging and good intentions aren't enough when you're sitting on the same shelves, literal or digital, as Starbucks. If you want to be the better option, people will ask you to prove it. For Emma, the takeaway was clear. Once your name is on a product, you're not just a YouTuber anymore. You're competing with corporations, and corporations get questioned. But perhaps the most bizarre moment came not from Emma's actions, but from AI taking her face and voice without permission. Imagine scrolling through YouTube and suddenly seeing a thumbnail you never expected to see in your lifetime. Emma Chamberlain apology video. The classic white background, the sad expression, the lowercase title, the description turned off, and you feel that drop in your stomach, the universal, oh no, what did she do? Except she didn't do anything. This is the story of the Emma Chamberlain fake apology hoax of 2023. Let's set the scene. It's a normal day on TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, just the usual chaos, when suddenly people start sharing clips of an Emma apology video. The footage looks real. The voice sounds like her. The editing is familiar. And the script? It's vague enough to feel believable. I'm so sorry I messed up. I didn't know how to tell you guys. It hits every cliche YouTube apology beat perfectly. People start freaking out. Some are confused. Some insist they knew this was coming. And others are desperately searching the comments, trying to figure out what she's apologizing for. But there's one tiny problem. Emma never filmed it. The video spreads like wildfire anyway. Screen recordings go viral on TikTok. Stan accounts post crying emojis. Redditors jump into r/out of the loop demanding answers. Drama channels start drafting scripts before they even know what the scandal is. And the weirdest part? There is no scandal, no cancellation, no drama, no secret expose, nothing. The entire thing was created by someone using AI tools, deepfake audio, stitched together clips, and a fake apology script written to sound exactly like Emma. It wasn't just a prank, it was a test of how easy it is to fabricate influencer controversies from scratch, and the internet failed the test instantly. As the confusion grows, a few sharp-eyed users start pointing out inconsistencies. The background isn't quite right. The lighting doesn't match any of Emma's real apology-adjacent videos. Her mouth movements look a little too stiff. The words don't sync perfectly. The audio has that uncanny, too smooth AI softness. Then someone tracks down the source, a TikTok account posting AI experiments. They brag about how realistic the fake video looks. People realize the entire thing is edited. And suddenly, the panic flips into something else. Debate. Creators start speaking out about how terrifyingly easy it is to fake their voices and faces. Fans argue about whether AI tools should be regulated. Others insist that this is only the beginning. If a harmless Emma apology hoax can go viral, what happens when someone uses AI to create something worse? Emma doesn't drop an official response video. She doesn't rant on Instagram Live. She doesn't break character or panic. The hoax gets debunked, people move on, and life continues. But the moment leaves a mark. Because for years, YouTube apology videos were memes. Something creators joked about. A symbol of drama and downfall. But in 2023, Emma Chamberlain became the face of a new problem. An apology for something that never happened, spoken by a version of her that never existed. And that's why this moment mattered. It wasn't a scandal about Emma, it was a scandal about the internet itself. A warning shot, proof that your favorite creator could confess to anything, at any time, without ever touching a camera. Not because they did something wrong, but because someone with AI tools wanted to see if you'd believe it. And for a few hours, millions did. But perhaps the most telling moment came during a time when the world stopped, and not everyone was affected equally. Imagine this. You're stuck at home, locked inside. The world is shut down, flights are grounded, and the biggest trip you've taken in months is from your bedroom to your kitchen. And then you open YouTube and see Emma Chamberlain boarding a plane. That's the moment everything snapped for a lot of viewers. Let's rewind. During the pandemic, Emma's content, like everyone else's, shifted to cozy, mundane, stay-at-home vlogs. Making coffee, cleaning her room, talking about anxiety. In a weird way, it was comforting. Fans felt like they were going through the same thing she was. Then, slowly, travel vlog thumbnails return. Nothing crazy at first. A trip here, a flight there. But when the world is still dealing with lockdowns, restrictions, and fear, even one airport shot feels like a punch in the gut. People begin to notice. Comments start popping up. Emma, why are you traveling right now? Isn't this unsafe? This feels tone deaf. Twitter threads get more intense. Reddit discussions blow up. A few articles, even The Guardian, mention influencers traveling while millions are stuck inside. And Emma? She's not trying to cause drama. She's not flaunting anything. She's just filming her life the way she always has. But that's exactly the issue. Suddenly, her normal becomes a symbol of privilege. Most viewers couldn't get on a plane. Most viewers were losing work. Most viewers were scared to even go to the grocery store. So watching their favorite, relatable creator wander through airports and explore new places feels unfair, almost like betrayal. The girl who once represented everyday chaos and comfort now looks completely out of touch with the reality her audience is living in. The backlash grows. People accuse her of ignoring restrictions, of being reckless, of using her influence to bypass rules the rest of the world had to follow. Some fans defend her. She's allowed to travel for work. Not every country has the same rules. She's being careful. But the tone has shifted. There's an edge that wasn't there before. It gets loud enough that Emma steps back. She doesn't post a dramatic apology video. She doesn't lash out. Instead, she quietly limits travel content for a while. Her uploads shift back to home life, fashion, and more personal videos. When she eventually addresses it, she keeps it simple. I was unaware how it looked. I learned from it. And that one sentence says everything. It wasn't malice. It wasn't rebellion. It was a blind spot, one that a lot of influencers had during the pandemic when their lives didn't match the reality of their viewers. But that moment matters because it marks a turning point in how audiences see influencers. The pandemic exposed gaps between those who live online and those who live in the world that's actually affected by the rules, between the creators who can move freely and the fans who can't. Emma's backlash wasn't the biggest scandal of 2020, but it was one of the clearest examples of something new. A generation that doesn't just want entertainment, it wants awareness. And for a creator who built her empire on being relatable, this was the moment the internet reminded her, and every influencer, that relatability comes with responsibility too. So what do these 4 moments tell us about Emma Chamberlain? That burnout is real, even for creators living their dream. That launching a brand comes with accountability for your claims. That AI-generated deepfakes are becoming dangerously convincing. And that privilege becomes very visible when the world stops moving, but only some people are forced to stop. Emma's journey shows us a creator caught between worlds. The relatable girl who built her audience and the entrepreneur and public figure she's become. Her controversies aren't always massive scandals, but they reveal something deeper about modern internet culture, about expectations, about the gap between parasocial intimacy and reality. Through all of it, Emma has continued to evolve, to move into new spaces, to build a life beyond YouTube. Some people applaud that growth, others feel left behind by it, and that tension between creator and audience, between who she was and who she's becoming, is what keeps the conversation alive. And that's it for today's video. What do you think about Emma Chamberlain's journey? Has she handled her controversies well, or should she have responded differently? Do you think the pressure on creators during the pandemic was fair? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing different takes. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who'd find it interesting too. It really helps the channel grow, and it keeps me motivated to bring you even more wild stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.